Oh, wow, everybody. Say hello to the pirate captain
Say
himself.
hello.
So, we want to talk about impromptu jumping on and doing a live show. This is what I did this evening. I said, you know what? No plans, nothing. I'm putting together wherever I can and getting on here live. I was just hopping off a group Zoom call with Marissa Cowley and Rob Balasabas, a few other people, Brian Berkmeyer. It's cool. It's just kind of like an old, just kind of catch up session with a whole bunch of folks. So I said, you know what? Let me stop in and see if anybody's out there right now. It's going to be a 3-day weekend. Get an extra day. So why not take a little bit of time and hop on and have a conversation? And who better than to have a conversation with than Mr. Russ Johns? How you doing, sir?
I just happened to. I was just producing a show for somebody else, and I just jumped off. I was getting ready to download it, and I thought, well, I'll just jump into Facebook and catch up on a few things. So I saw your notification come up, and I thought, Gabriel, what are you doing, man? It's early. It's 4:00. It's like, holy cow! What are you doing? What are you up to? So I had to come in and check it out. So I figured I'd jump in and say hi.
That's the cue for everybody. That's why I said, you know what? Let me just throw the link out there. See if anybody just clicks on it and hops in, and what do you know?
I thought that was a dangerous move.
But at least we got a couple people saying hello. Of course, Miss Sherry Lolly there. Thank you.
Yeah, Sherry Lolly, how you doing? Saying hello fast.
Yes.
Saying a fast hello.
Saying a fast hello on a 3-day weekend, but it was pretty cool. Been watching the show, and you've been having a lot of really good, a lot of real good folks on.
I have been crazy. It has been crazy, and I had an incident where, how my process works, where you log in, you find a place to book a show, and then you go through, you fill out some information. It's pretty simple. Well, I had inadvertently had somebody book some time, which was a recurring meeting, which had inadvertently blocked out all of the times in September. So I got a bunch of openings in September. Not a lot, a few. And Melanie, she's like, hey, you got to book these slots open. So it's like, okay, well, I'll get it done. No worries.
Right. So awesome.
The calamity of technology.
That's funny though, that happens, because again, you don't plan for something like that. You try to structure the show the best possible way that you can, because time is of the essence when doing these things. Because again, hey, after I get done here, I have to start getting ready to jump into this. I have other client work that I have to get into. So it goes from one thing to the next, right? And it's not where, hey, I just have all this time, of course, to have something like a whole bunch of opens.
No, it's like that. It's like that last minute thing where you're thinking, okay, my audio is not coming through, or something else. It's like the 90-10 rule. It's like 90% of the way there, and then 10% locks you down, and you can't reach. It's like, okay, I got to deal with this now. This was not on the schedule.
Look at this.
What is this?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
I think he's a feature pirate coming up this week.
I am actually. I am. I don't look like much of a pirate these days, but I am.
It's about time. It's about time,
Yeah.
man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes you just got to ask, right? I mean, I guess sitting there not asking is not going to make it happen. So.
Of course not. So, it's kind of like this. What I'm doing here now, putting this really quick thing together. I said again, I haven't actually been in the studio to sit down since we had our last roundtable mic. So I came in here this evening with just the intention to get on that little live chat and have a conversation with Rob and Marissa and a few other people. And just it's just going to be an hour Zoom call, whatever. And you know what? I fired everything up. The itch was there for a minute.
Oh boy, here it goes. He got that itch. He got that itch again.
So I said, you know what? Let me just. I got everything here. Right. it's like when you plan to make a meal, right? And you go, well, you know what? I got everything to make, this cordon bleu right here. Everything, I already got all the ingredients. If I want cordon bleu, let me go ahead and make cordon bleu, and I'll eat well today. So the same sort of deal here. I said, you know what? I got everything here. Let me get everything fired up. I got a 3-day weekend, like I said. So I'm like, why not?
Why not?
It's like when I ask you, you want that extra glass of wine with dinner? Sure. Well, if you're not an alcoholic.
So what's the deal with weekends? I don't even understand what they mean anymore. Like, I don't think they exist anymore, because with the kids now doing school from home.
Well, weekends are meant to catch up normally.
So that means that means the rest of school that they missed from the week, right? Like, I mean, it took 2.5 days to get the system to work, and then it didn't work one of the days, so it really worked for 1.5 days. But there's a whole week's worth of work that's due by Tuesday.
Right.
So it's like, it's not overly user friendly either, I've got to say. It's quite the complicated structure and system for a kid.
It is.
It's what do they have you using in Dallas?
Okay, so they have right now. They've went away from Zoom, right? They're having them use Google Meets, right?
Yeah,
and it's not the fucking easiest thing to connect with. I know, because everything else they're doing with it, like when they had the Meet the Teacher or when they had the conference, let's get on Zoom, right? But instead of using Zoom for everything else, let's use Google and see how that works out, right? I think that's I don't know. To me, it's like it is maddening sometimes, and I tell my wife, look, don't stress over it. Here's the thing. You're not, even with technology, right? Here's the thing about it. If something happens where the system goes down, or teacher loses camera view or whatever, right? I mean, you still have to rely on everything else. So that was loud.
Yeah, that was quite the feedback there, bud. You're getting a little rusty. You might want to work that out before the next round table. I don't know. I mean, so I got to say that the last one was probably the best one yet, the conversation. But I mean,
I think it's because we had to pare it down to a smaller, smaller sample size, because I think you get more valued opinions. You get more people being able to talk, share, and pass along their stories and experiences inside of the conversation. So I think, because we were doing these huge groups, right? So we were getting people in there. I think our first one was like 12 people, which was insane.
It was crazy, and you were only able to put able to put 6 on the screen at a time. I think at that time it was like, oh my god.
That was before they raised it to 10. Huh?
Yes. He was like a DJ.
Think 10 is too many. I don't see the.
It is. Here's the thing. It works if you're there to just one moderator.
Yeah.
Passing a message to 9 other people. So if you're doing it for like a group setting to teach people in some kind of small mastermind class or something, whatever it is, okay, cool. You can have 9 other people there. You can teach whatever you want to do. That'll probably work optimal in a good setting like that. But like to have these kind of conversations where you want to have people with meaning, you want to have things that you're trying to get along to groups, it is a huge, huge undertaking to do that. That's why I said, I think we went down from 12, and then when StreamYard went to 10 people, we were like, oh, cool, we can stick with 10. And then I think you saw a lot more openness. I think when you did the international roundtable, you had 7 people there. So it was a little bit more intimate. And I think this last time we had 8, but even then it was still split up with enough time to have people have conversations, and they stayed there for 2 hours. So we got a lot of good conversation and feedback, which is why we kind of love it, because most of the time people say, well, I can stay on an hour and then I got a jet.
Well, I'll give Rich Cardona credit, because he said that 10 is too many, and I didn't believe him. Because I like doing things the hard way, and making it harder on, and apparently making it harder on Gabe at the same time. So especially when he was playing DJ with people rotating him in and out. That was entertaining.
Yeah, that was entertaining. That was trying to do that. I don't know.
I think we stick to 6 to 8, right? Like I book 8, and if people drop down to 6, I think that's where we go. I'm not filling anybody who drops at this point. I'm just moving them to different dates. It became like I like 10 because you cover a lot of different diversities, right? So there's something really to be said about that. But I don't think the technology's there yet, and especially when we do international. I mean, I've realized how difficult that is with the tech. I mean, it is so hard.
Insane. Because you got people who might have different countries, different time zones, and you have different people using different types of internet access. So not everybody's using the same Wi-Fi. So it was literally, we had a few people who had there was lag in their stream. And it's tough, to try to coordinate all that and get people to come in different times. I think again that's something me and you have discussed, Russ, because even coastal, even us coastals being here, you do a morning and I was doing a night. It was hard to get certain people to come on at certain times because you had your big thing was people who were like in Australia or anything else. It was hard for you to get them on because it's midnight, 1 o'clock there, so
right,
everybody's out asleep. And for me, it's the opposite with people who might be in the UK. Case in point, right? We had the same guest on. We had Karen Betty on, right? You've had Karen on, I think, twice. So Karen, though, when she was on with you, right, it was easier for her to be on with you than it was for me, because whenever she was coming on with me, it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock at night. So I'm like,
and that's the thing is, like, I'm on Arizona time, and Arizona time doesn't change because of daylight savings. So November now, West Coast is going to be 6 a.m. and not everybody wants to get up at 6 a.m. to be on a podcast. Which is like, okay, well, and everybody's saying, well, why, Russ, why don't you just move it around? And it's like, well, it's kind of like you get consistent with that, and I don't need to move it around. As of the 17th this month, by the way, a year. It'll be a year.
A year. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Solid year. My first episode was September 17th last year, which I think I did a couple of episodes in advance of that. And however, officially it was a year ago.
Well, it's not the easiest thing to do that. So that's why I always take my hat off to you, because that is a lot of work to be doing that a whole year, 5 days a week. Even whenever, even when you had your accident, right, and you fell, and it was still trying to go through and do these things. And even this whole situation, right, even like with Mike, even being there, he can tell you it's hard trying to find the time to put that together. I mean, but good for him. He's actually doing it. He's actually got a YouTube channel now. So
right on. I love it.
Yeah, little by little.
Congrats on that too, by the way.
It's a matter of finding 3 to 5 minutes at a time away from my kids, right? Like, I mean, that's like I sometimes I need to lock myself in a closet almost. But it's challenging. Like, some days I'll do 2 videos, some days I'll do 1, some days I'll do 4. But as I'm going through my process and what I'm going through and my transformation and everything else, I'm little by little just putting information out there, and then I'm doing lives every night at whatever time. I don't even know what time it is. Which is kind of, I like it because it's almost therapeutic.
I keep thinking about coming back on the 2-minute tips routine as well for that reason, because it's something I used to do at the end of the night and just wrap it up and send it off. And that was
those
before
were awesome.
I had live. So
but those were awesome though. Like, you used to come on and just do those real quick, just knock it out and then just close it down. And it was like this end of the day recap almost, to where, it just kept you engaged. It gave you more, cleared your head a little bit, like, because that's what I do, right? My life at the end of the night, I just call it end of day recap, right? Because of everything I'm growing through. So sometimes it's a ramble about, what I did for the day, what I went through for the day, what I've learned for the day. And it just clears my head in a lot of ways. And, at some point it might help someone. I don't know. I mean, it's helping me. So,
I know that if you keep going and you keep doing it, people will start showing up and saying, "Hey, thanks. I really appreciate what you did, what you said."
Yeah. That's one of the things that people asked me in this last conversation that I just got off with. They go, "Hey, so you haven't been on for the last month? Are people, or people asking or whatever?" I said, it seems like I get more engagement and more people reaching out to me now that I'm off the air than I did. I mean, literally, I get up in the morning and there's like 4 messages.
Wow.
Believe me, they are heartening. They're very heartwarming. They're really people saying, "Hey, I just wanted to check in with you. How's life? How's everything else?" So I love it whenever
you okay? Checking in.
Okay, checking in, right? And I tell people, look, I'm great. I just wanted to do something to shake it up, be a little bit different. Marissa's saying hello, Russ. She's
hey, Marissa.
We were just
thanks for showing up, man. She's Marissa's great. So we were talking about a couple of different platforms earlier today online. So
yeah, she's awesome. And that's one of the things that when I first connected with her, where I was like, we had a really good conversation, and then we started talking about she's really into English Premier Soccer. So we were talking about that, and then I said, "Hey, why don't you just come on the show?" So and then from there, she's like, "Okay, cool." Came on the show. We had a really good conversation, and then we've been connected ever since. We're talking. So, hey,
get some feedback from you.
Look at what, So, John saying, you need to
every day.
Every day.
I'm retiring broadcast.
There you go.
Yeah, so
an everyday one.
Why don't you come on here, John? There's buddy.
Arsenal, yes.
So, well, I mean, Gabe, in Marissa's, defense, we talked about American football quite a bit. So, talking about, real football is a whole different story.
Yeah. So, look at this.
Dinner, Marissa.
Look at this guy right here.
There you go,
Brian. What's up?
If you're daring, Brian Shulman, the link is in the comments. Just like you can tell everybody on your What's Good Live. I mean,
I don't know.
What's
I
Good
don't know.
Wednesday.
Brian's shy. He doesn't like going live, so I don't know if he'd do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna say that in 5 minutes. I'm gonna see him in the screen here going.
Probably that's the point. I think he's clean shaven now. Also, if I saw that
he
right.
Shaved?
I think so. If I remember right, Wednesday. I was on the show Wednesday. I mean, it could have been one of the what do you call it? It's the Snapchat thing, but I don't know. No, the Snapchat things when the filters. But he was a pineapple for a while. I said. He was a pineapple for a while, so it's hard to tell.
I've been so crazy, so shy. Yeah, Brian, you're so shy.
Yeah, yes, you are, Brian. You're terrified of video.
What's a filter?
No filter. Oh, what? Oh, it was a filter.
Yeah.
Maybe you should shave and jump on them, Brian. I think you should try it.
Snapchat filter.
Hey, I gotta tell you, those are hoot.
Well, the way Tim and Brian use them is unbelievable. Like, I mean, they have it on lockdown. Like, you could just watch a show of them on filters all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there it is, guys. There's the link.
Oh boy.
If you're
Let's see who the next daring soul is.
He says, "Oh, get this line right here. How rich is that?
I can't do video.
I don't know, Brian. That might hurt your brain.
Yeah, I don't know. You only have so many. You allocate so many minutes a day for it.
Yeah.
He's on a timer.
I don't know, Brian. Throw on a robe and jump on, Brian. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm getting feedback.
That could be me because I'm on speakerphone because I tripped over my headset wire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Kids running around me in circles, literally.
Yeah.
I really thought pizza would buy me a few minutes, but apparently not.
You got to buy a bigger pizza.
Oh, I bought 4. Didn't work.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
Not at all. No. No, it's not working.
Well, my whole thing is, Russ. I've been seeing more and more new people showing up in the stream on the morning lives. So there's a new crop of people.
A lot of different people.
Yes, there's a new crop of people that are starting to show up that I've been seeing. I go, hey, there's a new person. So I always try to reach out as soon as I do, and I go, hey, you found the right place.
I've noticed a few that are looking to sell something in the comments.
Really? What can I sell? I really would like to sell something at this point. What can I sell?
It's like, hey, how do I launch my book? It's like I can't answer that question here on the live stream. How do I live? I got a book launch going on. It's like, yeah, that's great. I'm having a conversation with somebody right now.
Yeah.
Right? So, how many? Let me ask you, how many of those have you gotten where people just, who blindly reach out to you and go, hey, look, I'm doing a book launch. I would like to come on your show in October when the book's coming out, and here's a whole bio. I've got a couple of those where I go,
yeah. You know what's showing up more than anything though is I have more agents of people that want to show up. Yeah.
Yes.
So, like promoters.
Where do I get an agent?
I don't know.
I mean, then again, I got to have a service to sell first. We need to find a service for me to sell first.
Yes.
Yes, that's the problem. That's what I'm lacking.
I don't know where they find these people, but there are
services out there.
There are services. I've had a few people reach out to me and say, "Hey, look, there was a lady who reached out for me he's actually been on your show, Glenn Lundy. He's been on with you.
Yeah.
I had somebody reach out who was, I guess, representing Glenn and said, "Hey, would you like to come on the show?" And I said, "Well." At that point, I said, "Look, I'm booked. I'm booked like 5 weeks in advance, so I don't know. At that point, I was like, if you want to, go ahead. Yes, send them all the information, book them, and come on. And I never heard anything back, but hey, at least I put it out there.
Yeah, I think, the whole premise of my show is interesting people doing interesting things. If they're interesting enough to pay somebody to book them on a show, then it's like, okay, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. It's like, I could pull that thread and find something interesting. It's like, it's a cool conversation, and
that's what I say about your show, my show that were a lot different is the fact that we didn't have that sort of narrowed down, tied in structure.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to have a certain clientele. Like, I mean, if you're coming on there to talk about, HR, oh my word.
Oh no, who's joining?
Here we go, gentlemen. Guys, help me welcome to the show the godfather of LinkedIn, Mr. Brian Shulman himself.
So you're really saying all I had to do was poke the bear that he threw a shirt on and a hat and he's good?
Yep, he's good.
Look at that. Oh, yep. Look, see?
Look at that.
He looks 12. I love that. That's awesome.
Like 5. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, Brian, I could use that all day long and still not look 5.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to turn this off.
Hey, you know what? I can tell people that's what I was doing for my last couple shows. I had snap filters.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I said, go eat a
Snap
table,
filters.
please. No, leave my headphones alone. No.
What's happening, guys?
How are you doing, Mr. Schultz?
How are you doing? Happy
I'm doing
Friday.
Good. I was surprised at what I was seeing because, you were crying last time you were on live and now you're back again. So that was a total I'm leaving. No, I'm back. You were pulling an American Idol. You're like, after 35 years, we're leaving and now we're back.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm gone. It was like my Michael Jordan retirement speech.
Right. Except you didn't retire.
Somebody retire, right? So
he was going to go sell mattresses.
Yes,
the store's closing.
Right.
Can I get sponsored by Pizza Hut? Can I get something from Pizza Hut for this?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we'll get it out there.
Breaking news: Gabe is back.
He's gonna go.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on here?
Wendy's.
Are you eating pizza, Mike? It's time for pizza. All right,
it is.
Let's have some pizza.
It is.
Sid, I want
Sid is
some
nuts
pizza
right now.
too.
Seriously, Sid's like nuts right now.
She's like, what are you doing?
Wait,
Gabe is
Sid,
retiring again this evening.
tell Sid the cookie.
Oh, there you
monster.
go. I can't face. She's potty training, so not wearing a diaper, so I can't show her the screen.
You're not wearing a diaper? Is that what you said?
I'm not wearing a diaper yet, no, but at the rate this day's going, I might be soon. This day's just like aging me years, if not decades.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Yes.
Hey, but
Crazy.
this is the fun thing about it, right? This is why I said, if there was anything that I missed doing that, it's this right here, right? So again, hopping on and saying, you know what? This is why it's hard to replicate what you do, Brian, with like What's Good Wednesday, because you invite so many people on, right? And
Welcome to Corona World. Happy Coronamiss to all of you.
Now, can you
Sid
imagine?
is just going bananas right now. I think you
She's
should give
going
Sid some
nuts.
ice cream. Sid.
Yeah, that would be. Oh, geez. I am not going for that car ride right now. Sid, calm down.
Oh
Please.
my God! Can
You're
you
fixing it?
Can you imagine Russ doing a whole show as a popsicle?
That would
definitely be
I
awesome.
I would put together a Patreon to say I want to fund restaurants.
If Russ did a whole show as a popsicle, I think my eyes would literally shoot out of my head. That's what would happen.
But it would only work. It would only work if he had the beard below the popsicle, because that's the only way it could possibly work.
So,
I mean,
popsicle.
I think I would go bananas. I think I really would go bananas if Russ turned up as a bearded popsicle.
Right,
Yes.
and then go to have a serious conversation. Be like, hey
exactly.
guys, we're here to talk about
Serious things.
Tell us about your book.
Serious
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yes, and then he'd be a bearded popsicle.
I can only imagine. Hey, anything is possible. I tell everybody, So
that's right.
Here I am, being that I was gone and now back, and anything is possible, right?
Yes. This is what
Mike
Mike looks like this right now. Mike's like shooting pizza out of his mouth. Sid is driving Mike crazy. He's trying to eat and he can't do it.
So, guys, this is
today's one of those days. Today's just one of those days.
This is the warm up for
days.
This is the warm up for Shout Out Saturday. So,
yes, the bearded brothers are here,
guys.
all the Vikings are now in the room, so we can get started.
Got to get the Vikings in the room.
How do you and Tim keep a straight face?
I think that's the funniest part about it, actually, because I watch it back in replay, and I think I need to get a diaper because I laugh so hard. Because sometimes we're just, I think the best part is the total straight like communication with the filters, because it's like nothing happened, and it's pretty funny. It's hard.
The pineapples were great on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we're big fans of the. Well, you fit right in because you don't.
I did. Like, I mean, I was symmetrically there. Like, I didn't even have to get a filter.
That's right. No filters needed for you. You just showed up, and that was it.
What is this child doing?
I don't know, but here's the breaking news. All right, there you go, guys.
Breaking news.
Hey, that's what you need, Russ. You need a breaking news sounder. So that's just in case.
Breaking news. I'll track one down.
I'll
track one down.
It could be where one day you're on the air and then I don't know, something incredible happens, like
he fell out of his chair.
Yes, Donkey shows up, and it's incredible.
Right? Or let's just say the biggest news stories it's on, and Russ is having the conversation, and they say we've discovered the vaccine to COVID-19, right? And Russ can go into the whole conversation, and I think everybody's got to have that kind of breaking news sounder.
Yes.
So you never know. You never know when breaking news can happen on your show. And you know what? If you're the first one that broadcast it, right? How many news outlets will come and find you and go, "Hey, I was watching this.
I was first.
I was watching this pirate broadcast show. I don't know why. I was just watching on LinkedIn, and then he broke the news that the president broke his leg, or whatever it is. Just something out there, right? So there's so many crazy things that you can have. So that's why I always have that ready to fire off. I just had to find it. I was like, what do I do with it? So in case anything, that's a good one to have, man. You never know, and that's that's a fun thing that we do here with doing live videos. Is I can't take it. I can't. I start talking. I see that. And I go, holy crap!
You got it dialed in there, Brian. You definitely got it dialed in.
Well, that's the whole funny thing, though, is that when you get people like, Jack Sparrow, right? There he is. Yes.
That Jack Sparrow is my fave.
Right.
Gotta let me some Jack Sparrow. Yes, it's the thing of the thing. Yes. Somebody get me some rum.
You do that. You do that a little too well, Brian.
Somebody
have that.
Yes. Give me some rum. I need some rum.
Right. Where else are you gonna get this at, guys?
You're not gonna get. What else can you do on a Friday?
That's right. Just show up and be you, okay? Just show up and be an eggplant.
Be an eggplant. Look at
Mike. Mike doesn't. He just goes along with it.
I do. I just roll with it. It just.
Roll with it.
I live in chaos. I have no life. I'm good.
Right.
I've accepted the terms. Oh, there you go.
Snoop D-O-double-G. What up, y'all? Snoop Doggy Dog.
There you go. That's amazing.
That is insane. That's kind of crazy.
Insane.
That is just. That's too good.
Yeah, it's good, right? How are you doing, Russ?
I'm doing all right. I'm walking without a crutch now for a little bit here and there.
Yes, that's breaking news.
So I'm graduating, graduating from the crutch, and I was telling these guys earlier that I'll be on a year on the 17th this month. So,
wow.
So I'm kicking it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'll do. Have to do something. Maybe I'll have breaking news.
He'll do a retirement speech. He'll do a retirement speech like
I'll
Dave.
do a retirement speech.
That's right.
I'm done. I had enough.
I had enough.
Show up and tell everyone
Poor
he's
Gabe.
leaving. And
Poor Gabe.
Yes.
He just threw us all out of the screen after that one.
Russ is gonna hop on like right out of the shower. He's just gonna get on right out of the shower and just say, "Happy anniversary, thank you."
I'm here. Happy anniversary.
And drop the mic. Yes.
Thank you so much. Later.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing. Gotta go.
I can't stay. Sorry, I can't stay.
Well,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah,
This has been
I'd love
it's been
to
fun,
have
gentlemen.
it.
Awesome.
Oh, there's the cue.
There's the cue, guys.
There's the cue.
It's
It's
time to get the hell out of here.
All
time
right.
to wrap up.
40 minutes. All right,
Wrap.
gentlemen.
Wrap
But
and roll.
Be sure to show up for Shout Out Saturday tomorrow
Saturday.
so we can have some fun together.
That's
Let's do
right.
it.
And then remember, next, I think it's the 8th. Mike Padrano will be on the pirate broadcast. So
Yes.
he'll actually officially be a pirate. So
And actually, before I do that on Tuesday, I'm actually going to be on Laura Nutt's podcast too, first thing in the morning.
Gonna
there you
join
go.
the Nut House. I love it.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
I definitely fit in that one, so that works.
Wham, bam, honey
That's
jam.
when I fit. That's a natural fit. That like isn't even difficult. That's just like it was built for me.
Yes. Awesome.
awesome. All
Good to
right,
see you
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
All right.
everybody.
Thanks,
so much.
kid.
All right, everybody.
Have fun. Have a great
Have a
Great
good
weekend.
weekend.
everybody. Stay safe. Stay
Happy
blessed.
Labor Day, all.
Happy
Yes,
Labor
bye,
Day.
guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.